Hello viewers and subscribers, this is the Geo Scholar and we're gonna have a little walk through the park today. Well, tonight actually, it's dark. Gonna have a little walk in the park in the dark. Gonna show you a few things you're gonna learn. A few things I would like to teach you. If you're listening, you can hear a lot of people in the background. I'm trying to keep my distance for the purpose of this video. This is a bit of human-environment interaction. This park is a gathering place for people. Pull factor. Big pull factor for people coming here. People like looking at this water. Concept of human geography to understand. We're at this water, we're at this spring. This spring was actually a big part of why Huntsville, Alabama was founded, and today it's part of this park, part of Big Spring Park. In fact, Huntsville was named for John Hunt. He lived in a cabin near this spring. This spring is a big part of why there's a lot of steam coming up from the water. What is a spring? A spring is a natural overflow of water from under the earth that emerges from the surface of the ground. They can take the form of small seeps, which they only flow after a heavy rain, or they can become streams, rivers, pools, and even lakes. The Big Spring is a karst spring. Karst is a type of landscape formed by the dissolving of certain rocks such as limestone, dolomite, and gypsum. Karst springs often produce more water than other springs since their landscapes often have underground drainage systems, which include sinkholes and caves. Karst landscapes can be found in about approximately 20% of the United States. There is a map of the U.S. karst landscapes. Beneath the Madison County Courthouse lies Big Spring Cave, which supports the aquifer that feeds the Big Spring. Why bring up the Big Spring? One of the things about springs, you have water coming up from the surface, and the water, when it comes up to the surface, it tends to be at a constant temperature. Right now, the temperature outside is about 27, 28 degrees Fahrenheit. What happens is you have the air temperature, which is colder than the water. The water is actually warmer, and because the water is warmer, you have the water vapor coming up and you have steam fog. There is some history about this canal. This used to carry boats. What happened was the spring was connected to this canal. The canal later fell out of use. And there's a little history right here. The northern terminus of the Indian Creek Canal, the first canal in Alabama. It was constructed to the Tennessee River to facilitate transportation of cotton to market. This canal fell out of use, but today it's a home for the ducks and the fish, and people walk along pathways, and it's just pretty to look at. Oh, this being December and this being Christmas season, a lot of decoration was done here. You hear the music, Christmas music. This is another draw to bring people here. People will come, see the decorated trees. And I mentioned earlier, this is a home for ducks and fish. Here's some right here. And the ubiquitous steam fog. This is flowing water leading to a much bigger pond. this man-made pond is actually part of the park. This is human environmental interaction with a little bit of meteorology thrown in. This pond was created as part of the park. You got fish in this park. You got fish in the pond. You got ducks. And it adds to the ambiance of the park. People like to gather around this park because you have this big pond here, which was created out of the big spring and out of the canal. But you see the steam fog coming off. You have a lot more open water in this part of the park, and you've got a lot more steam fog coming off of it. It's a chilly night out here, but this water does not freeze because it originates from a spring. Because of the origin of this water, and because it's a lot warmer than the air, you have steam fog. A little walk through the park can provide a few lessons. There are many things you can learn by just going outside and seeing the environment around you. All the way down to these leaves. These leaves can kind of tell you what type of trees grow in the area. The fact that it's autumn going into winter. There are many things you can learn about the environment around you just by getting out and exploring. A little walk in the park. If you like this video, check out other videos on this channel, and as always, be sure to leave a comment, like, and subscribe.